The moon makes Earth a more livable planet by moderating our home planet's wobble on its axis, leading to a relatively stable climate. We visited the moon half a century ago, and have not been back since.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. But there is still so much we don't know about the moon. We still aren't totally sure how the moon formed.
10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. We have liftoff.
There are still a lot of moon rocks left to analyze. We learned that water exists on the moon, but we don't know exactly how much. Are we ready to visit Moon again? Are we ready to set up a colony for humans? We believe that this time has come.
Mission Control, the bird has landed.
Welcome to the moon. It's a whole new experience on this planet. You'll get used to it in no time. Well, not like you have a choice, you're stuck there for the rest of your life. Okay, I am kidding. I'm sure you were briefed on the reason you have to come to the moon for. But such a long time in the spaceship might have caused you to forget, so I'll give you a short briefing. You were sent here to build a colony for humans so that in the future we can populate and live on other planets and the moon. To accomplish this purpose you have to build a self-sustaining infrastructure that can manage the basic life support systems. You also need to collect enough resources such as food, water, oxygen and raw materials and store them. I know that you're only a farmer and most of the things I just talked about are not in your area of expertise, but technology is ever evolving. You'll have all the resources at your disposal, you just have to go through the tedious task of mining them and processing them into useful materials. We also have some other bases from older expeditions with some useful resources in them. Don't worry, the owning countries of other bases won't sue you for taking their stuff, in fact they volunteered their bases for the sake of humanity. Finally, the most important part of your job, farming. You were selected because you were one of the best farmers on Earth. Now then, let's get started. So, for all humans to survive on the moon, you will need to have basic stuff like water, air, and food. You can use a rover near you to drive to that old base. Don't worry, you can drive as fast as you want. We don't have police radars here yet. Oh, and you can press the T key to show the waypoints. This is the old base from our last trip to the moon. Still, it is in good shape and you can find some nice stuff inside of it. And yeah, I bet you are wondering why this Cybertruck is here. Well, one of the famous technical guys from Earth has a hobby of shooting different cars into space. That's why one of his cars landed here. And yes, be careful, maybe some other car can fall down from the space. Now, head inside and use the computer to contact me, the signals will be much stronger that way. Glad to see that you've made it safely to the base. Here is some food, water and oxygen. They should keep you going for a while. First things first, you need to set up some basic life support systems. Let's start with the solar panel. Solar panels will absorb the sunlight, convert it into usable energy and store it in batteries. You have three things to keep in mind when about a solar panel. Number 1, always place solar panels where the sunlight can hit the glass panes, or else it won't generate any batteries. Number 2, solar panel takes some time to collect enough energy to store in a battery, so be patient. You can always see how much time is required per battery from your heads-up display, by standing close to a solar panel. Number 3, solar panel has a storage compartment that is used to store batteries. Once the battery is generated, it can be retrieved from the storage compartment. Come and talk to me when you're done, or do you want me to explain again? Good luck. Excellent. Now you need to build a water extraction machine. Do you know that there is water on the moon? If you don't believe me, check Wikipedia when you get back to Earth. By the way, do you know, why does water never laugh at jokes? It isn't a fan of dry humor. Enough jokes, now on to building a water extraction machine. A water extraction machine will extract water from the moon's surface. The water that is extracted contains dirt and other harmful materials, so it can't be used as it is. More on that later. For now you need to keep 4 things in mind for water extraction machines. Number 1, in order for them to work they need to be placed on the moon's surface. Number 2, just like solar panels, it takes some time for a water extraction machine to extract water. So, be patient. Number 3, once water has been extracted, it will be stored in the storage compartment of the water extraction machine. Number 4, the water which is extracted is not usable, but I'll explain more about it later. Now go and build that water extraction machine. Report back when you're done, or do you want me to explain again? Good luck. Great. While the machines produce the resources, you can build a water filtration plant. As I briefly mentioned before, the water from the water extraction machine is unusable. In order to make it drinkable and usable for farming, it needs to be filtered. That's where the water filtration plant comes in. One thing to keep in mind is that it needs to be placed inside a structure to work. I'll explain how to use this machine later. For now, go and place a water filtration plant. Come back and talk to me when you're done or you need a reminder. Good luck. Good job! Next up is the oxygen extraction machine. Just like the water filtration machine, it needs to be placed inside a structure to work. Oxygen extraction machine will extract breathable oxygen from dirty water. I'll teach you how to use this machine later. For now, place it and report back when you're done. Now that you've placed the basic life support systems, you need to know how to use them. Solar panel gives you batteries that can be used to power up different machines. You need batteries to power up water filtration and oxygen extraction machines. Both the machines have 2 storage compartments. In both the machines, first storage compartment is for dirty water and the second storage compartment is for batteries. After you have inserted the battery and dirty water, you can power up the machines. Each battery lasts only a while, and once it runs out the machine will power off. You can place multiple batteries in the battery compartment. Machines will automatically consume a battery when the current one runs out. The machines won't automatically power off when the conversion is complete. You should check up on them from time to time to ensure that you make the most of your batteries. Collect 4 drinkable water bottles and 4 oxygen tanks, then report back to me. Good luck! You are almost settled in. Just one more thing and you will have the basic life support systems up and running. Next up is the farming stations. This is the main reason for you being sent here. Let's get to planting some seeds. Don't try to smoke or eat them. They are for planting and only for planting. I hope you've eaten as much meat as you could before coming here, because the only stuff you will be eating here are vegetables. I don't know, are you vegetarian or not? But from now, you will need to become one, to survive here. Let's just hope you don't die from that. The temperature of the moon is too cold for farming, so, just like other machines, this one also needs to be placed inside a structure to work. They are very simple to use. All you need to do is to select a plant that you want to farm, then add sufficient water, and harvest the plant when it's done. Now go, place 3 farming pots and harvest at least 1 plant. Come back and talk to me when you're done. You seem tired. Get some rest. Here is a bed, place it and go to sleep. We'll start when you have had some rest. It seems you are well rested. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Good, now you have basic life support system working. Now, let's get you out on the moon. There is a Chinese storage base not far from here. Chinese have been super helpful with their storage bases, they are the best in this business. I'll mark it on your display. You'll find new seeds and more build parts there that will help you in your endeavor. I'll contact you once you reach the base. You don't need to head over there right away, you can take your time and farm a bit more if Glad to see that you've made it safely to the storage base. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? By the way, did you know that China has already sent many robotic rovers to the moon to explore it? They're called U2, which means jade rabbits, and one of the newest model is right near the base, as you can see. I bet you are wondering, why is this base empty? Where are all the people gone? Well, I don't have too much information about that, but I believe that they went home to celebrate Chinese New Year with their families. That's why you gotta hand it to the Chinese to make it functional and good looking at the same time. Now, head inside and look for supplies, there are way too many to remember, so I'll mark them on your display. Come back to the base and talk to me when you've gathered them all. Good luck. Seems like you have collected everything. Now, you need to place the 3D printer and 2 of its parts. 3D printer prints out semantics for build parts that can then be used to place those build parts in the world. Every build part requires a certain amount of resources to. Don't worry about the resources, I'll explain more later. For now you need to place the 3D printer. A 3D printer has 3 parts: a printer base and molder. You can start by placing the printer inside the base. After placing the printer you'll see a holographic outline for the other 2 build parts. These holographic projections will help you with the placement of the other 2 parts. Just hover the other build parts near the projection and parts should snap themselves to their places on the holographic projection. If done correctly, the projection will change its color from blue to green. Then you can place the build parts and they will be placed in the correct spot. I would recommend that you place the base after placing the molder, as it's the bigger part, and pretty easy to place. If you have questions, come talk to me again. It is a lot to remember and I don't blame you for forgetting. Talk to me when you're done or if you need a reminder. Good luck. Good, now you need to place a furnace. Furnace allows you to smelt raw materials into usable resources. These resources can then be used to print out build parts from the printer machine. Furnace requires a battery to power on. I've added the furnace semantics to your inventory. Come back and talk to me when you've placed it. Good, now you'll need some resources that you can smelt in the furnace. I'm pretty sure you've seen some rocks and other materials on the surface of the moon. By the way, what did they promise before you came to the moon? I mean, did they say that you will relax and all 3D printers and robots will do hard work for you? Haha, don't worry, they did that with everybody before you. So, even with all nowadays technologies, still you need to do a lot of manual work. The big ones are iron ores and you need the pickaxe to mine them. The medium shiny ones are silicon ores and you need a blowtorch to mine them. The small orange ones are glass shards and you can just collect them directly. After you've collected some of them and smelt them into usable resources, you can use the printer machine to print build parts. These build parts range from your basic walls, floors, foundations to other machines. As you can probably tell by now, you can build some new bases. The most important part of your base is the foundation build part. Everything else such as walls and door frames are placed on the foundation. There is also an airlock build part. Airlock needs to be attached to a door frame. Some build parts require an airlock to work. Now you can go, gather some resources, build new bases and farm. As you can see, this old base is too small for us now, you need to make a new base. When you're ready, come and talk to me. I'll teach you how to use farming incubators, farming control panel, and storage section. One more thing before you go, you can use the hammer to destroy the structures you've built. Good luck. I see that you've built the farming automation system. If Neil Armstrong was the first person who walked on the moon, now I can call you Neil Farmstrong, the first farmer on the moon. I know you really want to get some automated farming working, but we have an emergency. You might have seen a very big base with a locked door near the Chinese storage base. Guess what? The door to that base just opened up. Also, another emergency is coming right now, meteors. An asteroid belt is coming up near the moon and it'll soon start to rain down meteors. We need to make sure that the base doesn't blow up. Try to reach that base as soon as you can. And be careful with meteor showers. Don't forget to take soap and shampoo. I am kidding, but this is really not funny to get hit by meteors. I'll explain what that base is and what its purpose is, but first you have to go there and check it out. Before you leave, make sure you're packed up on food and water. Good luck. Reach the base. This base was built by the NASA as one of their power plants to provide clean energy to the world. They had to abandon it quite some time ago as it was too costly to transfer the energy back to Earth. The plant itself is self-sustaining. But there has been an issue with the main reactor. It seems that they left some sensors in there that were supposed to turn on when it detects a landing on the moon. But the sensors broke and now they are mistaking asteroids for ships. The plant was designed to automatically generate enough energy based on how many ships enter the moon. It seems that they didn't put an upper limit on power generation as they didn't expect a lot of ships to land on the moon at the same time. You can imagine what'll happen if the plant generates energy thinking that every single asteroid is a ship. Now if you don't go in there and turn off the reactor, you're gonna have a huge explosion. By the way, quick question from me, what does Dwayne Johnson become when he lands on the moon? A moon rock. Okay, it is not funny, I know. But I simply worry about this whole situation. You have to stop it at all costs. I know you are strong as a rock. As a moon rock. One more thing before you go, I won't be able to contact you as the walls don't let the signals through them. So, you'll be on your own. Good luck. I'll contact you when you come out the other side.
Attention. Life support system failed. Leave complex immediately.